you know something? Over the next 40 years, the number of humans crowded into this little planet is going to climb to over 9 billion. And nearly all of this population explosion is going to take place in cities, ever-expanding urban centers, which will become the hub of all human activity. Where on earth is it going to end? Welcome to Lagos, the largest city in Nigeria and the fastest growing megacity in the world. In 10 years' time, they say Lagos will be home to more than 25 million people. And everyone is wondering how it's going to cope. It can barely handle all the people who are here already. Well, some people think they have the answer. Plans are afoot to remodel Lagos and turn it into a modern first world city.
Lagos in 10 years' time is going to be great. Lagos, I believe Lagos is going to, we are going to compare Lagos and London.
These are a few of the people on the front line of this change. They're determined, adaptable, and incredibly resilient. And if the plans do succeed, and the city becomes a Western-style metropolis, who's going to be there to enjoy it? Once a month, for a few hours on the last Saturday, Lagos undergoes an amazing transformation. Some of the noisiest and busiest streets in the world fall silent as 16 million people stay at home to help tidy up their neighborhoods. Whether people are moved by civic pride in the swankier parts of town or deterred by on-the-spot fines in the poorer areas, the government's Sanitation Day is rigorously observed by everybody, everywhere. Karamu Beach is a tiny spit of sand attached to Victoria Island, Lagos's most upmarket neighborhood. It's become the unlikely location for a shanty town, housing 1,000 or so people, which has already twice been bulldozed by the government. But even here, the inhabitants are out in force.
My name is Esther. I live in this area. And today is Saturday, which is the last Saturday of the month, and we are out here doing the general cleaning. Here we clean, we sweep our house, clean outside, wash our clothes. That's what we're here to do this morning. Yes, baby girl. I'm doing environmental. I'm cleaning my house.
Esther has lived here since she arrived in Lagos 7 years ago. She was only 16 and looking for adventure in the big city.
Blessing, Yako, want to go and do your sanitation?
Now she's got a little business selling phone cards and a house where she lives with her husband, Shegun, while they try to get enough money together to move somewhere more permanent.
I think I'm done here. You're welcome to my house. This is where I live. I and my husband, we live here together now. My husband is not at home. He has gone to work. I got a radio where I listen to music. And I have 2 pillows where we sleep, I and my husband. And here is my bag where my clothes in. I have some books where I do read a lot. No, this is my Bible. I take it to church. Yeah, and here we hang our clothes all around because at any time the water can be aggressive and then we'll be entering into our house. My husband has gone to work, like I said, and he's a very loving and caring man. I love him. Yep.
Setting up home on the beach is relatively easy. For about £80, paid to the right people, you can get a house made of scrap wood and tarpaulin built for you. And as long as you don't mind mucking in once a month and keeping it tidy, you'll get along fine.
Daddy, good morning, sir. I don't know what's wrong with our younger men. No, look at an elderly man for now. With shovel, digging, walking, cleaning up. Yeah, well done, sir. God will continue to replenish your strength, sir. So are you not cleaning up?
No.
Why?
I don't do my own.
You have done your own, are you sure? Yes. Because we are coming there.
I go see
We will come there. Okay, let's through with this. I will come and see.
Okay,
yeah. So this land is a government land, you know, and the government can come at any time, any day, be it morning, afternoon, and night, to destroy this place, to break this place. So that's why we are being cautious of how we maintain this place. And later in the evening time, the beach will be busy with people coming in to relax for the weekend. Even Saturday and Sunday is a very good time when people will be coming to the beach to relax and have fun.
When it comes to cleaning up the city, Sanitation Day is just the tip of the iceberg. The government has drawn up big plans to turn Lagos into the Singapore of Africa, a modern, business-friendly city that will attract people from all over the world. To achieve this, they plan to destroy all the slums which make up 3/4 of Lagos and drive out all the criminals, squatters, and illegal traders who clog up the streets. They're calling it the Lagos Megacity Project, and these guys, the task force, are at the forefront of it. Made up of hand-picked policemen and state paramilitaries, the task force operate on a mandate all of their own. They have the power to arrest, seize goods, and even destroy property without providing any compensation.
Their eyes are deaf. They don't like hearing the law of the state. This thing is that don't bring anything, don't build any extension to your shop. Look at their shop inside. Just because they want to sell. And when we are taking the state to a mega city, we should know this kind of thing is not necessary here. And we don't need it.
This guy, Shagede, was born and bred in Lagos and used to work as a traffic cop. But as soon as he heard about the task force, he jumped at the chance to go and work for something he really believes in.
You find yourself to blame. People don't need to be scared of me, because we are friends to the community and the community are friends to us. I am serving the government of Lagos State, so that's why I like it, because I don't want Lagos State to be doomed.
When Shagede talks about the city being doomed, this is what he means. Mile upon mile of gridlock and huge areas of slum housing with no proper drainage and sanitation, which have sprawled organically over the years. The Megacity project claims it's going to fix these problems by revamping the entire infrastructure of the city. But that means creating chaos. Because when the task force and their bulldozers have flattened these areas to make way for the new roads and sewage systems, there's very little mention of where the people who live here now should actually go. And that's a lot of people, 11 million, and rising every day.
went to the bathroom.
Welcome to Mother Care.
For that wonderful, frustrating, have you what?
Hilarious, serious, exhausting, rewarding process called parenting. We're here with everything you need, including invaluable help and advice received by our experts.
Esther's best friends on Karamo are called Blessing and Victoria, two mothers with young children who were born on the beach. Blessing is heavily pregnant with her second child, which is due in just a couple of weeks.
Wow, so this woman look beautiful. Most of our Nigerian women, they will look ugly when they are pregnant. They won't wear the correct clothes. The correct, no, they will just wear buba or chokoto and buba. Wow.
Yeah.
Having baby. It's kind of funny. In this kind of country, you can't expect your husband to be carrying your baby for you. Well, they will blackmail you that you have turned your husband to woman. Nobody dares that in this country. Are you going to have a baby here on the beach?
It depends. That's why I said that I'm not really sure. Maybe it's this place, or I might give.
It depends on where the labor starts from and the time that it starts. Because if it is in the late night, it will be very difficult getting you to the hospital.
Anywhere.
Blessing is a wonderful person. No, she's a good person. I've known her now quite for a long time. No, I think she would have been beautiful or prettier than she is now if there is enough care for her. Maintaining her, and she will be beautiful. I think it would be safer if she had a baby in the hospital where proper attention, care will be given onto her. But there's an health center not quite far from here. And now I let they are working 24 hours, 247. Be it morning, afternoon, midnight, they are always working.
I know.
We are taking chances and we are taking risky.
Despite Esther's concerns, the beach has proven a popular place for young families to bring up their children. On average, there's a new baby born here every couple of weeks. And not surprisingly, a village-like community has grown up around them. There are shops catering for families on a budget, filled with cheap foods like gari, the cassava flour eaten by everyone every day. A cinema showing all the latest Nollywood movies, a church, and even a sports centre. And with huge construction projects less than 10 minutes walk away on Victoria Island, it's an easy commute for all the men. Like Esther's husband, Shegan.
Have a happy home, have a lovely wife. She's nice, she's cool, she's okay. I understand her, she understands me. The situation over here, she can adapt with it, and I think that I'm adapt with it. I want to go and get a house in Lagos, 50,000 around, about 2 years. Some even pay 75,000. And you have to pay in advance. A common worker like me, feeding my wife, feeding myself, it's not easy. What I have to do, come to the ghetto in a little beach like this, build your little tent, with 5,000 you can get a little tent, and put your garden head and in there. Think about what you're going to do tomorrow.
For people living in ghettos across the city, planning for tomorrow is becoming something of a luxury. When the task force target an area for clearance, they often arrive at dawn, without warning. Like here, in Agege, where this morning they're destroying all the slums built along the main railway line, in and out of Lagos.
health shop in this vicinity. And I expect the government of Nigeria to look for a location that we move to so that we can help the masses. It's part of the mega city project. Apart from the federal government modernization of railways project, it's part of the mega city project. Because the light rail, Lagos light rail will pass through our corridor here. That's it.
Like most things around here, the railway system isn't exactly a model of efficiency. As it stands, Nigeria's largest city has a service of just 1 train a week. And as the tracks have lain empty, thousands of people have flooded in, building shops and houses wherever they like. Now the government is planning to install an ultra-modern electric railway to ferry the commuters of tomorrow into the commercial centre of the new megacity. And that means clearing the route, all 20-odd miles of it.
Despite that my shop is involved, it's supported, it's a welcome development. However, assuming the government provided alternative to this, we should appreciate it better. But since there is no alternative, there's nothing we can do than to rely on God, absolutely.
Just wake up this morning, see two Caterpillar, they are demolishing our shops. And there was no notice to that effect. If at the end of the day, if they send everybody out of Lagos State, we all will go to our villages because we are from somewhere.
Yes.
So what they are doing now is uncalled for. It's very, very bad. They don't want the poor to live. So it's as if this country is for the rich, not for the poor.
Good morning.
At Task Force headquarters, Shagede and his squad are just starting their shift. Although he was born in Lagos, Shagede has moved to neighbouring Ogun State and is refusing to come back until Lagos's transformation into a megacity is complete.
I lived very close before. I lived in Lagos State before. Not quite long, I packed to that place. So I choose to be living at that place. That's why I go there. Because the weather of that place is so conducive and the environment is suitable to my living. And you know, at times the stress in Lagos environment is much, as in the traffic and everything is much. So that is why. Sake Jack on gist. This is my bros, so it's my bros, bros, Emma Wobe. So Sake Martins. Yes, this is my officer. Baba This is stubborn boy. Eh? Fight me now. Fight me. Fight me. Stubborn boy. We are doing the clearing. We are doing the clearing, but you know Lagos State is congested. And you know, for people to adapt to what Fashola is bringing on is not so easy. So, but we, in our enforcement unit here, we are trying to make Lagos clean and to make everywhere sanity for everybody. So that is what we are doing. But you know, we can only try our best. We can only try our best. And the government of the state is trying very much to make Lagos an easy place for people to live. So this is where our people are. This is where we sit down, relax just for a minute. We don't even have much time to relax. In the morning, we only relax like 2 or 10 minutes. So after that, we are out for operation. So you can see we have unity within ourselves. We have unity everywhere. We are united. We are one mind, one soul. That is how we work here.
You excuse it with the thread.
Yes, I just don't worry. I'm going to sort it out myself.
Maybe use careful.
Today is Esther's 24th birthday, and for the last few months, Shegun has been putting aside a little bit of money every week so he can throw her a proper party.
I think you should do it like that. Is how we.
No, right from when I was a child, I've always had it at the back of my mind that when I grow up, I'm going to mark my bed no matter how little. But today I'm getting more than I bargained for. Cutting cake, cooking, drinking, it's kind of special to me. So that's why I have to make sure I cover everything from the camera to the photographer, so that whenever I look at it, I'll be so grateful.
All Esther's friends have come round to help out, and the preparations have been buzzing with the latest rumour doing the rounds.
Actually, yesterday's afternoon, it was from outside that I was hearing something about the government destroying some beach. So I now ran inside, turned on my radio, and then, they were saying that the government is planning to come and break down any illegal structures on all the beaches. So the people were asked to comment on it. So many stupid people were like, they should destroy it. There are a lot of armed robbers, prostitutes, doing all sorts of illegal thing on the beach. So it's kind of thing that pissed me off, that really, really gets me upset, because we never thought it could come so soon. I know they will come and break it someday, but not so soon. They were telling my leg left, right.
Thank you.
I'm so happy. I'm so great. I don't know how to explain my feelings now. If I just said, "Mi dupe," I don't know how to put it in any other language. But this is the most happiest day.
For next year, I have lots of things to do that I'm planning. We're going to leave this place. We might just use this place as second home in case of any incasity. We rush down to our rented house, apartments. Maybe continue my education. A lot of things that I'm planning for next year to do.
Only 9, I need 10. Only 9. Jerry, you want to net. You know those schools. You don't know anything. Jump. Number 1, go. Jerry, 5, 8, 9.
As part of the Mega City project, Shegede and his squad make regular raids against one of the city's most notorious problems: area boys.
But when you go and correct you will give us money. That's what we are talking. You understand?
These loosely organized gangs control nearly every neighborhood in Lagos, robbing people, extorting money, and taxing anyone who comes their way. Everybody hates them.
Area boys is area boys. The old one among them may be claiming they are the old schools, but we count everybody as equal. Area boys is area boy. So we don't know old school, we don't know the young school. So far they don't have anything doing for a living, rather than to go and smoke, just doing things that is unnecessarily during the working hour. But it is this dispensation now we are now eradicating area boys. We have to run after them, chase them away from Lagos. I'm going to mix up with people. Just pin them down like that.
Don't let him go. Oh yeah, follow that child. Sit down. I sit down here.
Lie down. Fuck that man. Fuck him. That bastard. Oh yeah.
Bring him here.
These are the miscreants. They are all hoodlums. You can see that guy arrested was selling Indian hemp. Full of Indian hemp. This is Indian hemp.
Cannabis.
Yes.
Lie down from God punish you.
It's not me that's selling it.
Who is selling? You provide the person that selling it.
I don't.
Yes, it's a successful mission. We don't feel sorry for them because what they are doing at the present time is not speaking well in the country.
Now, the task force's methods may not be that pretty, but they are working. Rather than risk an encounter with these guys, most area boys are choosing to stay at home these days, or even get a job.
Lagos State have been sanitized to the length that you can train your children anywhere and they will grow up for good. So that is it. So when they are attaining some certain age, they will start mingling with good ones because the bad ones has been flushed out.
Good afternoon. You get Gary? These are clothes, fine. There you know. You got copy of what I find.
It's 10 days since Esther's birthday, and things have gone terribly wrong. Shegun is now staying with friends further down the beach because Esther has kicked him out.
No, it actually started last week, I think, either Wednesday, Thursday, you know. I was going through his phone book, so I saw one text message. I saw the text message. Listen. Yeah, this one says, "Dear, sorry I can't make it. My father asked me to make food for him. I have been trying your number, it's not going through. Let's make it tomorrow. Take care of yourself. Good night." Apart from that one, I still have another one again, which says, "The sun has gone beset. The star rules the world. May the gentle breeze mock your eyes to sleep. Sweet dream, love you." How are you going to explain that? My husband wants to go and test our puss. No, my own is not sweet. I own has some honey, some lemonade, some, I don't know, sugar, some sauce, some Maggi. So that's why I want to go and try his luck with her. But everything backfire.
Sometimes in a life, man goes through one or two things. It's not easy to be a married man, but sometimes you find it easier. In life, you can't satisfy a woman. No matter anything, you can't satisfy a woman. You can only try. With God by your side, you win. Without God by your side, you can't satisfy a woman. But everything you do, you only keeping on complaining.
They say tough times never last, but tough people do. I only know I'm tough. I'm not Ash. I am only tough. But Ash, I may be Ash a little bit, but not hard.
An hour after Esther read his text messages, Shegun came home to find all his possessions piled up in the middle of the beach and his mobile phone buried in the sand beside them. It's the kind of single-mindedness and strength common to a lot of the women here. Not only do they all pop out dozens of babies, and cook, and clean, and look after the house, but the vast majority have full-on jobs too. running their own businesses, hawking food, hustling with the best of them. So while it might appear that the city is run by men, everyone knows that without the women, this whole place would fall apart. Blessing's baby is now a week overdue. So Esther has called in Victoria, a midwife who used to live on the beach.
This is induction of labor. We call it induction of labor. When your month passed, we call it post date or overdue. So that's why I'm inducing her.
No color. She feels okay. My feeling.
Okay, Saleko. Before the demolition, we lived here for 4 years. I've been more than that. I've delivered 300 babies. It's not difficult. To be all our mothers, all our old mothers, they deliver at home. Some deliver on the way to the farm, on the way to the river, they deliver.
I'm in Blessing's house right now when I was told that she has put to bed. So here now, I'm about to see the baby's face, no? She delivered a baby girl early this morning. Baby girl, you are welcome. She's looking so big and matured, no? Look at her broad face.
I thank God for everything. So I'm so happy and grateful. I don't know how to say it. You can't shout, you can't scream. Just be looking and be smiling. That is all I could say for now. Because I don't have too much strength. No wonder.
She will be our first lady president, you know. She will be a source of joy to her mother, to her father, to this family, and to this neighborhood as a whole, and to this great nation, Nigeria. You know, you can see she's beautiful. She's going to do great things and great exploits for us. We will not be hearing her name in the bad places. We'll be hearing her name in the House of Senate, House of Rep, in the presidential villa, in London, in England, in great places in Jesus' name. So no, in fact, I'm feeling as if I'm the mother. I feel as if I'm the mother. I'm so happy. I'm so happy.
And I wish to be a newborn baby like her.
God bless you.
Yeah. I'm preparing myself. No, we are having a match, Arsenal versus Chelsea this evening. I think I'm kind of nervous. Always nervous anytime we are having a match, especially away match. But whenever it comes to home match, when we are playing at Stamford Bridge, I'm always confident. Blue for life, Daddy. Come on.
Blue for life. Chelsea flog Arsenal 2-1.
2-1.
Yeah, 2-1. No, 4-1 will be greedy. But 2-1. Yeah.
Let's make it 3-1. That's 1 safe. Before they get up, they go sweat.
Yeah.
Adebayo in Ghana.
Chelsea versus Kulenio. Chelsea Masuko.
Wow. It's quite raining today. And I'm so excited. I'm so happy. I can't hide my feelings, no. Due to the rain, my club still win. We won 2-1 against Arsenal. I'm quite excited, happy. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm so happy. We are heading for the finals. I can't hide my excitement.
Once the task force have been through an area, sweeping away all the miscreants and area boys before them, the beautification squads move in. Since the Mega City project began, a whole industry of landscapers and gardeners has emerged, charged with turning Lagos green.
My name is Mr. Shola Adekoya, the Managing Director, Shodes Beautification Landmark, situated at 251-253 Ikorodu Road. We engage in landscaping, beautification, and tree planting of Lagos State. You are welcome. This place, we're going to have some flower beds. Then after the flower beds, we're going to have some topiary on the side of the garden, then greens, that is lawn turf with avenue of trees on both sides of the garden that can provide shade at the long run. Yes, the fountain is going to be of 6 meters high. Then we're going to have sit around the fountain, whereby if you want to relax, you can sit around the fountain and hear the sound of the water that is cascading into the pond. It's for tourists, for entertainment, and then I think vista, for people to see the visual charm. You see the beauty, then if you come in, you should be able to enjoy, entertain yourself with kind of features that is incorporated together. So that is the essence of this particular garden. It's going to be different of all the gardens that we have been doing. So it's going to be fantastic.
Although it might seem a bit absurd to spend so much money on plants and water features, when 3/4 of the people in Lagos live without proper drainage and sanitation, most of the people here support the beautification projects. The area boys who used to occupy these patches of wasteland are now being offered work as gardeners and park wardens, which is making the whole city feel much safer. And after decades of neglect, people are pleased to see someone is trying to change things for the better.
Baba.
It's almost 2 weeks since Esther kicked Shegun out, and after a bit of detective work, she's got to the bottom of those text messages.
He has been seeing another lady that is more beautiful, pretty. I don't know. So when a man sees a new thing, sees a new clothes, the old clothes are no longer useful again. But I'm not going to just be the loser. So till time pending, I'm going to make life miserable for him, giving him a very tough time. I'm quite fed up, no. And by the look of things, no, it's going down the drain now, no.
While Shegun stews on the beach, Esther's decided to take one of her regular trips to see her parents on the outskirts of the city. When she first arrived in Lagos as a young girl, Esther slept with a man on the beach. And pretty soon, she discovered she was going to have a baby.
I remember when I was pregnant, I was worried, I was young. No, first timer, what I'm going to do, how I'm going to nurse baby, what I've never done before, blah, 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 blah. I said, God, I didn't know how people go through it, so, but you are the God. Help me.
She gave birth to a daughter, Christina. But after a couple of years, the bulldozers came and destroyed their house. And Esther decided that the beach was no place to bring up a kid. So for the time being, Christina lives with Esther's parents.
Yeah, home sweet home. That's just, yeah. Hello. Hello, mommy. How are you? I'm fine.
Welcome.
Yes, sir.
Welcome. How's everything?
Everything is fine. Daddy.
How are you? Yeah, welcome.
My angel. Come on, I miss you so much. Did you miss me? Are you sure?
Yes.
You miss me?
Yes, no, I like your hair.
You like my hair?
Yes.
Oh, that's good. Thank you, my angel. Thank you. Oh, it's my baby. I miss my baby so much. Kri-kri. Amolala.
I'm very, very happy seeing her. I'm very, very happy. She's a wonderful daughter, which I believe she's going to be great in life. That's my dream for her. My goal, my aspiration, my dream for her.
No, and I'm very, very happy to be home. Very, very happy to be. Where's your slippers, honey? Come on, wear your slippers. Come on. And this is my daughter's school, very close to the house, from house to school, school to house. So that's just it. It's good to get fresh air of home. Yeah, come here, honey. Come. Christy. Walk. Don't fall. She's in safe hands. Nothing's gonna happen to her. Yet that she is. They won't take care of her more than me, the mother. I wouldn't want her to be on the beach with me because it's going to affect her education. The way she speaks, no, I don't think she would have been able to do that. And my parents will be able to bring her up in the godly way.
Let us pray.
Yeah.
Father, we appreciate you for this food. We pray you sanctify it in Jesus' name. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
No, don't go, please. Don't.
Oh yeah, eat this one.
It's raining, and I'm in the rain, shooting the rain. I'm in the rain, and yet thunderclap, the showers of rain.
As the first big storm of the rainy season hits the city, for the people on Karamo Beach, it's the first opportunity in months to collect free drinking water. But sometimes, too much water is not a good thing.
This morning, the beach, started overflowing, entering houses, Even I was asleep when I just hear like tap running, Before we know it, the water has entered our house. We have to evacuate all the rocks, most of our valuables. And as you can see, all I have now here is sand.
Everybody on the beach knows that once or twice a year, at extremely high tides, there's a risk of flooding. But this year, the damage is especially bad.
No, it's the same. You can see this one. The water pull it down. You can see another road here. This place used to be a road, but because of the water now, you just have to be walking in between the ditch. So as you can see, most of the dirty from the seaside, the water has pushed it down to this our area. So we have to do a lot of sanitation, cleaning. So what we're just going to do is that we get a rake, gather the old dirt together, find nice shovel,
dig, then we bury it. That's what we're going to do.
But before they can even deal with the mess of last night, the tide changes, and the whole thing starts again. Not that anyone seems to mind too much. Instead of grabbing their possessions and heading for high ground, these guys just grab a spade and get on with it.
Assuming I knew yesterday I would have done this, prepared down. But this time around, it's not going to cut me unawares. I'm going to cut it unaware also.
Across town, on a rooftop in Surulere, Shagede is working his second shift of the day. In his youth, he was a noted dancer and choreographer, touring the world with the Nigerian National Theatre. And once a week, he still teaches an evening class in Nigerian traditional dance.
Ladies, oh yeah. Boys, this is quite different from my day job. Because my day job, I work with the Lagos State Special Offences and Enforcement Unit, and which they call Task Force. And it is different because this is my professional job. This is what I learned. This is what I study. We are just going like this. Check in Bosho, you can see my body movement. You can see a dance is how to teach people about our culture. Then my day job is to promote the image of Lagos State as a worker in Lagos State. But this one is a job which I've chosen to be in, as in what? To teach the younger ones that are forgetting the background of the culture they come from. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's go. Sare wa, sapada seyin. Sare wa, sapada seyin. Sare wa. Let's go. Sapada seyin. You are there.
Now, a lot of people around here have more than one job. But Shagede, who spends his evenings promoting traditional values and tribal cultures, and his days plowing through the city destroying ghettos, does seem to be taking this to the extreme. Like everybody else working on the Megacity project, Shagede is of the opinion that if you want to make an omelette, you've got to break a few eggs. And he's convinced that they are making a real difference.
Lagos in 10 years' time is going to be great. Lagos, I believe Lagos is we are going to compare Lagos and London. Yes, in 10 years' time, you will see people from London, England, Ireland would like to come to Lagos to come and have their holidays.
And you know what? He might well be right. But it's all so chaotic and brutal at the moment that it's difficult to predict how it's all going to end up.
Boys, let's see it together.
One thing's for sure, though. It's going to be a while before Shagede is ready to repack his stuff and move back into the megacity of his birth.
So you are going on your steps. Steps in and along. It's simple. Ja.
It doesn't anything I pay. She wants solo jumo. I don't when you come like myself. Show me what to want to for respect. I can't go funny and go funny. Most of the things I come and I come out. We jog sha. Go kuni magic in. O ma jade. More this one. Jade.
A couple of days after the flood, the sea has calmed down, and most people have started to repair their homes. But Esther and Shegun have other problems to deal with.
Ọ̀ṣà ọ̀rọ̀ kan máa jáde.
Kó jáde, kò sí nǹkan tó fẹ́ ṣẹlẹ̀, kó jáde.
Kò ní nǹkan tó fẹ́ ṣẹlẹ̀.
Kò sí nǹkan tó máa ṣe, kò sí nǹkan tó ń bọ̀ lọ́kọ́ tó fẹ́ ọgbà sílẹ̀ ọgbà. Kí ni problem bẹ́ẹ̀?
Máa gbé ọkọ̀ sókè, èmi máa ṣe bọ́ọ̀lù káwọ́.
Èmi lórí láìsí mi, ọ̀gá ni mí.
Jọ́kọ̀ ṣá, ọ̀rọ̀ mi.
Ọjọ́ náà máa dé.
Ìyá máa fún mi pé
ó dìgbà náà.
Ọ̀gá ni o, ẹ jẹ́ kó handle fún rẹ̀, mi ò mọ ẹni tí ń pa ẹ̀.
Mọ́mí sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ má jẹ́ wo ojú yín tó lọ, ẹ má jẹ́ wo ojú yín, 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 ẹ má jẹ́ wo ojú yín.
Past 2 days now, things has not been working fine between my husband and I, you know. And I think we're gonna separate, you know, because by the look of things is not working well. I don't know how this started, you know, my wrong, my mistake, you know. I've given my energy, my time not to make this work, and it's like back to square one, you know.
Like most people in Lagos, during uncertain times, Esther turns to her church. And tonight, for the first time, she's traveled to the other side of the city to attend one of their special events. The Redeemed Christian Church of God is gigantic. And these monthly all-night miracle services, held in a purpose-built hangar in their own enormous compound on the outskirts of Lagos, are attended by up to 1 million people.
Looking at this large crowd of multitude, you know, I feel, you know, I don't know, in the midst of my Christian brethren, so there's nothing to be ashamed of. So it's good to be among Christian brothers, you know, coming together under the same roof for the same purpose, for the same expectation, and for the same belief. So it's quite nice.
Let's talk to the Almighty God. Peace, O Lord.
Àlàáfíà.
Speak peace to every storm in my life.
Ẹ pàṣẹ àlàáfíà sí gbogbo ìjì ayé mi.
Stand up, Lord, today.
Ẹ bàbá ẹ lónìí.
And give me my miracle today.
Ẹ fún mi ní ìyanu mi lónìí.
Give me my breakthrough today.
Fún mi ní ìmúgbòòrò mi lónìí.
Don't let it be too late for me.
Ẹ má ṣe jẹ́ kó pẹ́ jù fún mi.
Please, Lord.
Jọ̀wọ́ Olúwa.
I believe God answers prayer, even at the time minutes when there is no hope, when all hope is gone. That's when God arises to your rescue. It might not be immediately, it may be at the very when you almost give up hope. That's when God will take up the challenge.
The Bible tells me that sorrow may last for the night, but joy cometh in the morning. Believer shall overcome. It's gonna be a testimony for me someday. I'm gonna stand up with my head raised high to tell people what I've passed through. Which one do you want? Yes, it's small. Okay.
I need it.
Okay, sure.
It's a month since the all-night prayer vigil, and Esther and Shegun have separated permanently. She's now living in the house on her own and making ends meet with her phone card business.
Thanks.
10 naira, 10 naira. I owe you 10 naira, please.
No problem.
Thank you.
Despite the rumors, there's still no sign of the task force arriving. And word is going around that the people on the beach are being granted a reprieve for a couple of years, which gives Esther a chance to start planning for her future.
In the near future, where I'm going to be, let's say in 6 years' time now, I should be or I will be a professional teacher teaching young ones, or I'll be in the communication industry doing journalism, reporting, so far I'm good in talking, blah, 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 blah. So that's what I intend to do.
I'm at the phone. Edwin. Edwin.
Huh? Kiss you? Be on my own, independent lady. I don't have to rely on man, for survivor. Be on my own, do my own stuff. By God's grace, I will be supporting myself and my daughter. And when the chance presents himself, I'm just going to fly away. That's what I'm just gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do.
Esther and all the others who live on Karamo Beach are just some of the millions of people making their lives in the slums and ghettos of Lagos. Sharing the same kind of hopes, dreams, fears and ambitions as the rest of us. And like a billion other people in similar conditions all over the world, they're living through a period of immense change as mankind begins to come to terms with its urban future. But one thing's for sure. However the Lagos megacity project turns out, the people who have come here and made their homes in the most unlikely of places will find new and fantastic ways to adapt to it and make Lagos their own again.